So Terezin was actually a garrison city, a walled city that was built 17-something in the 16th century, which when World War II broke out, the Nazis figured would be a perfect place to put the Jews inside of as almost an anteroom, a waiting room for Auschwitz. So this city became a very congested place for thousands and thousands of Jews to wait it out until they were transported to other places. The Last Cyclist is a fascinating satire that was written inside the camp by a gentleman named Karl Schwenk, who's sort of a chaplain-like character, who wrote several different cabarets, one of which, The Last Cyclist, was a biting satire that used a cyclist, a bicyclist, as a representation for the Jews. The play sort of brings us through the idea of exterminating every single last cyclist, which obviously was a play on the idea of exterminating the race. Spiritual resistance is what was created, what happened inside, not only inside the walls of Terezin, but all over I think in different ways inside the concentration camps, but most markedly, I think, inside the walls of Terezin, which was a combination of the strength and courage and tenacity and creativity of the Jewish people to rise up against all of the atrocities through music and dance and theater and art, and literally spiritually resist everything that was going on around them. This play got all the way to the final dress rehearsal, and when the Jewish council, those Jews who were put in charge of running this model camp, when they saw the dress rehearsal, they just decided it was too risky, that it was not something that could be performed, because it was just something that the Germans would end immediately in the way of life. This play has been, it was actually recalled by Jana Shedova, one of the actresses in the play, back in the 60s, and then it's been reconstructed and reimagined by our current playwright. And so what we'll see is the play itself, the dress rehearsal of the play itself inside the setting of Terezin. I hope that audience will walk away with, we all know what happened during this time, and how absolutely, just unbelievably horrible. Can't even wrap your mind around what happened. What I hope people get out of this piece, though, is not just a history of what happened, but how incredibly courageous the Jewish people were and what they were able to accomplish in the midst of such horror.